Welcome to Sunday School for Sunday, June 18th, 2023, for our juniors ages 9 to 11. I do not own the rights to this music. Today's Bible basis is coming out of Isaiah chapter 29, verses 9 through 16. Today's topic is true worship. That's the topic of our story today. You're welcome, Lynn said as she spooned potatoes on a young girl's plate. Lynn's youth group was volunteering at a shelter. She was surprised to find that so many kids her age were residents there. Lynn watched the girl as she sat at a table, bowed her head, and prayed. She prayed, at least Lynn thought, for a long time. When she looked up, she had tears in her eyes. Suddenly, Lynn felt guilty. Lynn used to take the time to sincerely thank God for meals, but over time, her prayers got shorter and shorter, or she would rattle off a prayer she learned as a child without giving it much thought. Sometimes she would just say thanks after she had already started eating or in the middle of doing something else, like talking on the phone or texting. Later, when it was dinner time at Lynn's home, she asked to lead the family in prayer. She bowed her head and gave thanks from the heart. Why do you think Lynn felt bad about not giving thanks from the heart for her meals? Do you think God knows when your worship and praise are not real? If so, how? Why should your praise be genuine? Isaiah scolded Israel for not worshiping God from the heart. Israelites would say sincere sounding things to God, but they were disobedient and their actions didn't match their words. Their hearts were filled with sin. Isaiah chapter 29 verses 9 through 16. Stay yourselves and wonder. Cry ye out and cry. They are drunken, but not with wine. They stagger, but not with strong drink. For the Lord hath poured out upon you the spirit of deep sleep, and hath closed your eyes. The prophets and your rulers, the seers hath he covered. And the vision of all is become unto you as the words of a book that is sealed, which men deliver to one that is learned, saying, Read this, I pray thee. And he saith, I cannot, for it is sealed. And the book is delivered to him that is not learned, saying, Read this, I pray thee. And he saith, I am not learned. Wherefore, the Lord said, Forasmuch as this people draw near me, with their mouth and with their lips do honor me, but I have removed their heart far from me, and their fear toward me is taught by the precept of men. Therefore, behold, I will proceed to do a marvelous work among this people, even a marvelous work and a wonder. For the wisdom of their wise men shall perish, and the understanding of their prudent men shall be hid. Woe unto them that seek deep to hide their counsel from the Lord, and their works are in the dark. And they say, Who seeth us? And who knoweth us? Surely your turning of things upside down shall be esteemed as the potter's clay. For shall the work say of him that made it, He made me not? Or shall the thing framed say of him that framed it, He had no understanding? God is worthy of all honor and glory, and your worship of him should be sincere and from the heart. How would you describe your worship of God? Do you understand why God deserves real worship? Do your actions match the words or songs of worship you offer? On a piece of paper, with help from a grown-up, write a paragraph that summarizes an important point in today's lesson. The memory verse for today. Wherefore the Lord said, Forasmuch as this people draw near me with their mouth and with their lips do honor me, but I've removed their heart far from me, and their fear toward me is taught by the precept of men. And that's Isaiah chapter 29, verse 13. In our story today, we want you to write a prayer that would help Lynn thank God for meeting our need for food. I want to repeat that. In the story today about Lynn, we want you to write a prayer that would help Lynn thank God for meeting our need for food. Your challenge this week is to praise God from your heart. Don't just offer God empty words. Think about how wonderful God is and offer Him praise that expresses your love for Him. The end. God bless you and thank you for joining me today.